Welcome back. Starting to get quite wild, and there's going to be a big storm coming in tonight and tomorrow night. So we really should get out there and probably feed those chicks, just because it's going to get pretty wild, and I don't know if Raven will make it back in this, so we just need to give them a bit of feed and we'll see what happens. Alright, what's going on here? Still nothing. What's wrong, poor girl? You guys are coming with me for a bit. Okay, so we've got these two little chicks in here. I'm going to give them a chance. A lot of the more hardcore race guys are going to be like, nah, that's it. Something like this happens, if a parent passes away, they're just going to pull their heads off. But not here. We like to look after them. Firstly, these guys are pets. You know, we've got to look after them as best we can. They're not a number. You know, they're not something you can just, oh, I just want to win money, I'm going to treat them however I want. These are amazing little creatures, and that's how I like to train them and to look after them, basically. Because they are very smart and very affectionate little guys. And if you look after your birds right, they're always going to come home, no matter what. So let's get these guys going. So I've basically got my water here. I've just got water from the tap inside, so it's not cold. And also my little syringe that I use to administer that water to these little guys. And then obviously I've got their seed, but I've got the mixture of some smaller stuff, and there's quite a lot of pellets in there, because that is going to be so much easier for these little fellas to digest. They are on the age where they are being fed seeds. There is a couple of peas in there, but I don't think the mother's really right into it. She seems a little stressed. Maybe it's because she's a first-time mum. Obviously, let's just get in and feed these, and then we'll see where we're at a bit later in the day. But they're going to be beautiful little birds anyway. So let's get in and start giving them some seed. You can tell by now that because I'm always in there, they're quite happy with me. You know, they think that I'm going to feed them anyway. You can see that's what these guys are doing here. If it gets to the point where we have to hand raise them, then it's not a problem. It's definitely not hard work. A lot of people think, oh, hand raising them, it's a lot of hard work. It's super easy. Pigeons are the easiest thing to hand raise. You've only got to feed them twice a day, make sure the crop's full in the morning and the afternoon, and that will last them. Number one rule with these guys is never let their crops get empty, because they are at this age very fast growing, and as soon as there's no fuel in their little stomachs, their toes will start to curl and go retarded, and it gives them a retarded growth when they've got no food there. But these guys are taking on it quite well. Contrary to what a lot of people think, you don't need to soften these seeds. These are only quite small seeds, and a lot of this is pellets. So as soon as you get enough water in there, it's going to quite easily and quickly break down anyway. I reckon this little pied one here is going to be the cockbird. Just have a feeling, because I've been right with all my other young ones I've raised up. We'll see. Point me out if I'm wrong. Righto, that was quite simple. These guys are quite friendly, so it's making it easier. You can see there's a lot of seed and pellets in there. Both of them are nice and full. I'd put a lot of pellets in there because pellets are super easy to digest, and these guys should grow really fast and big on these. That's what I've been told. Now it's time to get some water in there. I just use my little syringe. Just open their mouth, stick it down, squirt it in. Super simple. And it's a pretty easy guide to know when to stop with this. You can see that once the seeds kind of get squishy like a little waterbed, then you stop. See, that's still a bit hard. There we go, perfect. You can see that there's quite a bit of water in there, and that will be absorbed into the seeds and soften them, and then it'll start digesting. A lot of this will start digesting now anyway, and then you can check back in a couple hours because most of that water will be absorbed into the seeds, and then you can just add some more if you really need to. Super simple. I've never had any problem with hand raising pigeons because they are super easy. But let's get these back out to their mum, and hopefully Dad turns up. Come on. She hasn't been overly keen on going near them at all today. I don't know what's wrong, but we'll see what happens anyway. If she's not looking after them by tonight, then I'm going to have to bring them in, and I'm going to have to start hand raising them. It's not something I wanted to do, but it is no hassle. You know, I'll have these eaten in probably a week by themselves, which I have done in previous videos if you have a look. Yeah, between 1 to 2 weeks you can get them starting to pick at seeds and eating a lot, which, yeah, pigeons are amazing creatures, super smart. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. We'll definitely check back up on these guys soon, so see ya.